Hello and welcome back to the True Crime Comedy Podcast, Murderess Podcast. I am your host, Sidney Smith, and this is my co-host,
Jamie Kamaya.
What's up, Jay?
How are you?
How are ya? Hey, thank you guys so much for joining us. On this podcast, we take a look at real-life murders committed by women. It was something that I was super intrigued by, and so was Jay, so we decided we're going to do it.
Let's do it.
We find it intriguing to look into these events to see what happened that will cause a woman to go down that type of dark path. So I thought it would be super fascinating. Jamie agreed, so here we are. We're doing it. I want to say this is our 5th episode, so we are 5 weeks in. Well, actually more like 4 weeks in. Yeah, we're doing it. You guys have been completely amazing. Thank you for the reviews. If you are listening and you are a repeat listener, please drop us a review. Even more importantly, drop us those 5 stars. You guys have been so great about it. Right now we have, I think the last time I looked, we have 31 5-star reviews. So thank you folks out there.
No 4, 3, 2, or 1s either.
No, none of those.
Oh.
Don't be right. Don't be tricky out there. People start throwing them 4, 3, 2, 1s on there, right? But we have 31 5-star reviews so far. So thank you guys very much. We are only 4 weeks into this thing. So we're pretty proud of that. And we're pretty proud that you guys enjoyed enough to do that for us. Also, we are up to 6 reviews. All 6 reviews have been good. Nothing negative about my voice or your,
which is surprising.
Or your voice. No, yes, your voice is terrible. So I was sure we would get something about that. But we got 6 reviews, and those have been amazing. So thank you guys so much for your support. The numbers have been good. They've dipped just a little bit from that first and second week, but I expected that they would. We would come down to maybe truer fashion, and that's fine. We think we'll make the climb, and you guys hopefully will be here for the whole ride. Again, thank you. Shout out to Georgia. You guys are monsters with the listening. So thank you guys. I don't know if you're sharing it with your brothers, cousins, or whatever you're doing, but keep it up. Amazing.
We love you, Georgia.
Yeah, well, we love you all, Jay. Come on now.
But especially Georgia.
Are we like parents who, are we like those parents? I'm trying to be that parent that says I don't have a favorite child, even though everyone knows parents are lying if they say they don't have a favorite child. And you are being the parent who's letting them know, yeah, we love you all, but Tommy, you are the special one.
I was a middle child. I never got that love. I just want to pay it forward.
Is that what, this explains a lot about how you can come over here to my house and get Pop-Tarts out and just lay them on the counter when I have perfectly good napkins and plates for you to put things on.
And my nose detected banana bread that I was not offered.
Well, you were offered. I did offer.
Yeah, only because your wife made you.
But it was still offered. It doesn't matter how it came.
Well, my thanks to your missus.
Before we get started, again, I just want to remind you guys, if you guys are listening to us on Apple Podcasts, for some reason, that is the only one that you're able to rate and do reviews on. So please, 5 stars, leave us a nice review. That would be great. We will forever be in your debt. And guess what? It costs you nothing to do that. Maybe a little time to click 5 stars. So do that for us. And it really helps us out, to be honest with you. So thank you very much.
Helps us trend.
It does. And thank you folks who've already done it and who've been supportive of the show. We appreciate you. We're going to try to keep this thing going with a lot more murderesses. But we got quite a list that we've already found, and we're researching and putting those stories together. So thank you guys very much. Also, I would really, really, really like for you guys to take part on our Patreon. We have 4 different tiers. We have some amazing bonus content that we're offering for people to join up. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. As of right now, no one has joined the Patreon. We don't have one person on the Patreon yet. So it's real easy. Just go to patreon.com/murderous podcast. Takes you right there. We have, I want to say, 4 different tiers that you can choose. We have some good rewards, good bonus content we're offering. And I think the favorite reward of both of ours, when we thought of it, or when Jamie thought of it and told me about it, I said, man, this is going to be killer. No pun intended. But we have not been able to give it away to anybody. And my favorite reward that we have is the picture, the selfie of Jamie here, my bro, my co-host, with the murderer, Aaron Hernandez.
The late, great.
The late, great Aaron Hernandez. So Jamie, just to retell the story real quick, Jamie runs into him in the airport. This happens, that happens, this happens, that happens. And Jamie ends up getting a selfie with him. And so what we're giving away is one of our rewards on our Patreon is an autographed picture of Jamie and Aaron Hernandez. Now, it's not autographed by Aaron Hernandez, so don't get that twisted. It is autographed by myself and by Jamie, but we'll shoot that out to you.
I mean, I'll write Aaron Hernandez on there if you want.
We will not do that. You already know my concern about a cease and desist letter to begin with. That would definitely get that. You start writing this down.
Aaron said I could sell that. No one can say otherwise.
No one can say who's here to dispute it?
Prove it.
But anyway, so that'll be an awesome reward, plus some other things that we have on there.
And how about if they do it in the month of March? We give them a shout out on here. We call thank you by name.
How about you just stop pulling shit out of your ass? I've already set up the Patreon.
I shoot from the hip.
No, that's what you're doing. Don't listen to anything Jamie says. Jamie does a lot of research.
I will do it.
Jamie does a lot of research with the team. That is about it. Then he talks. So don't go over here just giving shit away. Your rewards will come to you based off the tier you
spend some
choose.
to make some.
just pull stuff out. Every dog has his day. What are we doing? Every cloud has a silver lining. Any more?
No, I'm good.
All right. So thank you guys again for supporting the show. Jay, what were you just talking about before I hit? I was like, dude, let's talk about this.
I was not talking about my first tattoo.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. We were talking about first tattoos, and I'll go first. My first one, I got it when I was 19. Is my name, Sidney, and it has a Nike swoosh under it because those are two things that I really loved at 19, myself and Nike. And so that's what I went with.
Free sponsorship for Nike.
Well, if ever I become somebody who's somebody, then yeah, maybe. But right now, so something I
should threaten to cover it up if they don't pony up.
It was do it like the Olympics. I wear an Adidas jacket for every special occasion. But yeah, so that was my first tattoo. And then Jamie wanted to share his with me.
I didn't, but now that I'm on the spot.
Well, you were sharing it with me, so I want you to share it with the people.
I was also 19, and I thought I would get these 3 badass sharks swimming in a circle on my upper back, on my shoulder blade area. And I went to this hack, and he just tore the shit out of me. I bled like a stuck pig. And so it's scarred real bad.
Yeah.
If they didn't look like sharks, if anything, they look like bottlenose dolphins. It just looks like I said, give me the recycling symbol on my back. I was 19, that's forever ago, and I can still feel the scar under it. Oh, it's awful.
Let me ask you a question. Why sharks?
I don't know. I've just always liked Shark Week. That's always been a thing. I just always fascination with sharks. And then I was 19. I thought I was a badass. I'll get some tough sharks on my back.
Well, I didn't know you had 19. What was the physique like? Were you going to walk around like with shirtless to show this thing? Or
I would have done it quicker then than I would now. We've hung out at pools. I don't recall any shark tattoos. I probably would not let you see my back.
That's okay. All right. Okay. All right. Next note to myself. Next one, I got to see the shark tattoos at the next pool party. I got to finagle my way around.
If you think I'm taking my shirt off in front of you, think again, sir.
Because now I know about the tattoos.
Put a bandage over it. I got shot there.
I want to shoot excuse me, folks.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Salute. Yes. Any more?
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, folks. Sorry about that.
Got a little something there under your nose.
Do I? Jackass. Say no into the mic, please. You just can't shake your head now. People sit up thinking recording with shit hanging out of my nose.
That's between us.
Allergy season is kicking up here in AZ. So the older I get, the worse my allergies get, I feel like.
I never had any allergies until I moved to Arizona. And then it was like, boom.
Well, when we moved to this house, I did not take into account our new surroundings. And so to that,
you got a bit of grass in the area.
Yes. And so when that first allergy season hit, I'm like, holy shit. I did not think about this before we purchased them.
Doing lines of Claritin at the kitchen table.
You know what? I forget. I don't know what the wife gets. It's actually a dollar store allergy medicine she gets from me because almost anything else makes me sleepy.
Well, Claritin, they have Claritin daytime now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll have to see what she's using, but she gets something from the dollar store. She's a dollar store champ. No matter
I've become one.
No matter how well we are doing, for some reason she still enjoys buying shirts from Walmart and shopping for goods at the dollar store.
Saved is a dollar earned, they say.
Oh, that's it. And then there's another one. I knew you had another one. I knew you had another one. There's something else we were going to talk about today. We're going to banter about. Oh, Biggie.
Biggie, yeah. It's the anniversary. It's March 9th. I don't know when you'll actually hear this, but it's March 9th this moment. And
yes, it is.
R.I.P. New special on Netflix I watched was pretty good.
Was that good?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I haven't looked at it yet. I was like, man, this is going to be like anything else.
Well, the title is I Got a Story to Tell, which is my favorite Biggie song.
That is a really good one.
That's my favorite.
So where were you when you found out he died? Do you remember where you were?
I was in college. So I believe it was, I was in college that day. I don't remember exactly where, but I do remember I found out at college when I was like in the cafeteria or something.
I don't remember exactly where I was, to be honest with you. And I think that's because I was a bigger Tupac fan than I was a Biggie fan at the time.
Yeah. You know, Tupac put out a lot in his short time, but I always preferred Biggie as a lyricist.
Oh boy. Just waiting.
He was the king of finesse, rhyming words that didn't rhyme.
Biggie was really, really good. I was just a bigger fan of Pac. Pac, for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe Pac spoke to me more as a youth growing up. But when Pac died, I actually cried. I remember where I was. I remember what, and how I felt. And I remember I waited to get to somewhere alone. And I actually sat down and I cried when Pac died. I didn't have that same reaction when Biggie died. But I think back then, everyone took sides. Either you were East Coast or you were West Coast.
You had to. Yeah, you were forced.
Even though you didn't live in LA or in New York, you were taking sides. You're like, no, fuck that. West Coast. And I'm from the Midwest at the time.
Well, for the record, I did not go around screaming at East Coast or West Coast.
But I wish you had it.
Yeah.
I wish you had. That'd have been funny.
I do remember where I was when OJ was acquitted. I was also in college and picking up my friend. We had the same class, so I was picking him up. So I got there a little bit early to go in and watch the verdict. And then head to class.
I feel like this whole Biggie thing was just a way for you to get to talking about OJ.
No. I liked Biggie better than OJ.
I remember OJ. I remember where I was for that. But I also remember, for people out there, this may be your first episode. Jamie and I are both professional comedians. And Chris Rock is my hero. That's who I idolize. That's who I think is the greatest living comedian right now. Not that Dave Chappelle's not great, but I just love Chris Rock. I remember when Chris Rock does the bit about Black people being so happy when OJ was acquitted. And he did it, like looking like they're gonna get an OJ prize. It's like every day I look in the mailbox, nothing. So I just love it. That's the same. I can't remember the name of the special.
He was one of my favorites, Chris Rock, man. He's shaped comedy for me. We would sit there, me and my friend get stoned and throw in a Chris Rock, CD or whatever was playing at the time.
When I first started doing comedy, and you don't know this, I've never told you, I don't think I've told anyone this. This may be the first time I'm saying this out loud to someone other than my wife. So you folks here listen to the podcast, get to hear this. I would watch bigger and blacker, or what, I can't think of the other special off the top of my head. I'm just drawing. I'm a huge fan. I just
was that the one they had the big Colorado Rocky CR in the background? I can't remember.
It's not a Colorado Rocky CR shirt.
You look close.
But I used to watch his special before I went to go host that show at Tosos every week.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
where we met.
That's where we met. But I would iron my clothes and I would watch that special just to pick up on the mannerisms and the movement on the stage. I don't know if you recall, but even back then, I would walk a lot on that stage, even though it wasn't very big.
Just doing circles.
So I would, I'm doing the theater movements on a very small stage for no reason. But that's what I saw Chris doing, and it's still something I do now, and I'm glad I did it then because now I do much bigger stages. So now it kind of makes sense for me, but. It wouldn't. Looking back at myself, I'm like, dude, where the hell are you going? Why are you walking so much on the 5
This guy keeps walking the edge of the stage. What's going on?
It's like 4 or 5 feet. Where are you going? But I don't even know how we got here. But yeah, Chris Rock is my guy. But I remember where I was when Tupac died. I don't remember where I was when Biggie died. But I don't think it hit me. I don't think I really had the love for Biggie until maybe a few years later after he had already passed.
Yeah. I don't know. I was a big fan. I actually bought the Life After Death. That double CD came out right after he died.
They did. I remember
going into Strawberries.
I remember getting that too because my ex-wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, wanted it. She was a huge Biggie fan, and so we did end up getting. And it holds up to this day.
Oh, for sure.
It's still something I pop in if I'm going to go hit the gym, or if I'm just here in the office working. I want something in the background. Because it is good from beginning to end on both CDs.
Yep, for sure.
It is so good.
I kick flows for you. I kick down doors for you.
Mm.
Even left all my motherfucking hoes for you.
I want people out there who maybe have never, to know that's not what it sounds like.
Biggie was from Boston.
In
white.
Right. It had no rhythm. It's not your skin color. It is not where you're from. If Biggie had no rhythm at all. This is what Biggie sounds like if he didn't get signed.
If he just did it, if singing was that side hustle.
If Biggie was the janitor at your high school because he could never get signed, this is what you...
And he was a baritone.
I remember being younger, you'd see your janitor, and I think every kid in high school, or middle school for that matter, you thought your janitor was a joke. Like, dude, how do you end up just mopping floors?
He had no less than 300 keys on his keychain, just hanging off his belt.
How do you fucking end up mopping floors for a living, bro?
Receding hair.
You would fuck with this guy. And then it's not till you get later in life, you're like, do you know how many times that could have been you?
Right.
You're like, you were this close to me.
How many times did he almost beat me with a mop?
That, but how many times were you on the verge of being that dude you were fucking with? You are, most of us in life are probably 2 steps away from mopping floors at the local middle school.
2 bad decisions away from not even being allowed in schools.
Right. I was going to say, wait a minute now.
Away
But it is. Life is so delicate. Career choices in life are so, who knows what that guy could have been on the verge of doing. He
probably has a pension and all that. We probably shouldn't let that. He's probably doing better than I am.
I told my wife, I said, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do if this comedy thing really doesn't work out for me. I thought I could work at Walmart, but now they're giving them kids jobs to the young kids.
I can't keep up with them.
Where am I going to go?
Put me in the freezer department?
I walked through the Walmart the other day because, like I told you, my wife enjoys Walmart. I hate Walmart. And we're leaving, and I look at this young kid taking my receipt. I'm like, where's old Bob? Where's old Bob at? How am I going to replace old Bob? Where the fuck did you come from? 16-year-old punk? Very upset.
Yeah, well, I like Walmart, too. I shit on their business practices, but at the end of the day, I get everything there.
Well, you have to because they're everywhere.
They're everywhere, and they're cheaper.
They're everywhere. Now I will prefer to go to other grocery stores for our groceries, for our food and certain things.
Especially the perishables.
Yes. But yeah, if I need a pair of nail clippers, I'm going to shoot over to the Walmart, get them for 99 cents because they've already browbeat some poor supplier.
Get that 2-pack with the toenail clipper included.
Well, Walmart's business practices, you would probably know this already, how you earn your way into their stores already, right? They do like a reverse auction.
No, I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah, so let's say you and I and 6 other guys, we all want to supply toenail clippers. Well, whoever's going to supply them at the lowest price gets the business.
Well, that makes sense.
And so they sit you sit on a conference call with Walmart, whoever that person from Walmart is, and go. Well, I can give them to you, for $2. So I can go $1.98.
How am I doing here? $1.50.
Absolutely. And they just drive the price down on you. And people are obviously making next to nothing on most of those products that are in those Walmart spots.
But yet they can still keep their lights on. If they lose Walmart, a lot of companies would probably go out of business if they couldn't supply to Walmart.
You sound like you work at Walmart. You work in
I've worked for companies that have placed me, have called on Walmart. So let's put it that way.
What's that like?
They're all, I guess it's like any chain. They're all different. You find some managers in there that are pleasant and others that are your stomach gets into a knot when you walk in there because they hate their job and they hate everybody else around them.
I had to go off in a Walmart a couple of years ago. They drove me nuts.
On an employee?
On the manager.
Oh, well, good. They probably deserve it.
Because I wanted to go off on the employee actually because they have this particular Walmart had like 1 million registers, but only 3 of them open. And there's these long lines, and it's like 10 o'clock at night. And the line I'm standing in, for some reason, they found the person who talks the most, who has a story to tell with every customer who comes up.
Oh, and they had your line.
And just go. And I'm just in the line waiting. We're like 8 people deep. And I grab a guy and say, dude, where's the manager? Who's the manager? And they bring one over and say, what the hell is going on? Why do you have all of these here? And there's none of them open. I said, why is this person need to tell her life story to every person comes up? And this person was just, I don't know. I'm sorry, sir. We'll get you over here. Oh, I'm like, open up another register. You're like 8-10 people deep in each one of these, and we're just standing here.
Right. I mean, get some more people. It's not like they pay them a fortune. They'll go in there, hire a couple more people.
Absolutely. That's my other thing at Walmart. They never have enough people on staff if I have a question, if I want to ask something.
I talked to a guy in there because one of the items we represented, a bunch of them were in the frozen department. So I was talking to, I guess he'd be like the frozen manager. He had been with Walmart 10 years. He was a full-time employee, and he made just under $13 an hour. This isn't that long ago.
Full-time manager?
No, he was a department head. I'll give you that.
Department head?
He was a frozen guy. Less than $13 an hour, 10 years with the company, and he was full-time.
Well, I think they've raised their minimum wage now to $15-16. I think they did that. So. I think they did that on their own.
Just the customers that come in there, those employees deserve it. The people of Walmart make that job tough.
Absolutely. But you know who pays well? Their competitor, Costco.
Costco pays very good.
Benefits are great.
They let them unionize and all that.
Yeah.
Everyone, it's almost like a tier program, I guess they have, and you do cap out, but it's well over $20 an hour. That's pretty good to stock shelves or run a register.
Yeah, Walmart really, really sucks. I know some people who worked at both, and then Walmart had this other practice, which I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but like every hour or every couple hours, everyone had to come together and
the team meetings. Yeah, I used to see them do that
and do chants or songs or some type of shit.
I don't know about that. Well, there was some, they'd go over the speaker team meeting in the back by electronics.
Yeah.
Or a huddle. I think they called it a huddle or something like that.
You
could see people just like going like zombies. They wanted no part of the huddle.
I can't stand that place. I really can't stand that place.
They're just so cheap.
It's so infuriating. And my wife loves it. I told her when I make it, you are no longer allowed to shop at Walmart. I'm still going to shop at Walmart.
No. See her walking with a disguise on.
So you will have security, and security will be told because they're paid by me not to let you within 100 yards of a Walmart. I would not get out on a red carpet and you're wearing some dress, some floral arrangement. You
start sending her to meetings.
Mrs. Smith, what are you wearing? Walmart aisle 8. I would not have that.
It looks like an awful big nose and mustache you're wearing with those glasses. Who are you?
So I'm gonna put that yellow smiley Walmart face on her. Put that on her. That's what I put on her. She's not with me. I don't know who this Walmart employee is.
I just got my oil and filter there yesterday. Changed my oil because I'm too cheap to pay the additional $8 Walmart charges to do it themselves.
What? You changing your oil because you're too cheap? Well, you live in a neighborhood, like a lot of neighborhoods, you can't even do anything like that in your driveway.
Yeah, well, I got a garage.
Yeah, okay. But you're not gonna be able to do that in the summertime.
It'll be quick. Well, I got a portable air conditioner, but I'd probably have to turn it on an hour before I actually go out to do it.
See, that's the difference between you and I. I am not going to change my own oil. Just
makes you feel good about doing.
No, it doesn't. You're so cheap.
I am wicked cheap.
You're so cheap. It's $8 to let someone else. You're
$8
so cheap.
More, and I'm buying the cheapest oil they got. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I have an older car.
Of course you are. I take the car right over to Toyota and let them change the oil and do whatever right over there.
No. It's a feeling of accomplishment.
No, it's not cheap. $8 is a feeling of accomplishment. I've done so much today. With this
$8 every 4 months? That adds up.
I don't know why you're so concerned with saving money. Just keep ordering McDonald's. Let the neighbor take it. Let the neighbor take it.
Oh, that so chaps my ass.
I know it does. That's why
now they have that curbside pickup in our neighborhood every month. And it goes out the third Monday of every month. But he's had it out there for 2 weeks. I've already pulled his mattress and box spring out of my driveway and thrown it back into his yard because we've had like these massive wind gusts lately. I come home, I can't even pull it in my yard.
Is he from? I thought he lived across the street.
No. McDonald's guy's right next door.
Oh, he's right next
McDonald's door. McDonald's thief, yeah.
Oh, I'd be so mad.
Oh, I'm furious. I'm looking at it, I see McDonald's trash.
Tell me he's Caucasian.
Of course he's Caucasian.
Yeah, I knew it. I'm glad that the Caucasian guy said, of course, he's Caucasian. I just set the dominoes up, let you knock him over.
No, he's one of my people. And I don't want to take credit for him.
He's one of yours. You don't want to take credit for him?
No, my neighbor's on one side of white. He's complete trash. The black neighbor's on the other side. I'm jealous of their yard. That's
how we get down.
The yin and the yang of my neighborhood.
That's how we get down. See that? I want all Caucasian people who are listening to this to understand that your black coworker may have a very nice yard. You just don't know.
Yeah, I could be talking about you.
All right, man. As usual, I love doing this. This is one of my highlights of my week ever since we started doing it. So I really enjoy it. But we have something special for the folks this week because what I wanted to make sure we do is not only we do a couple of what we've already done. We've done Eileen Wuornos, which some of you know as Monster from the movie. We've done Jody's Aries. So we've done a couple of Infamous, but I want to make sure we got some that people may never have heard of.
May not have heard of.
And this one is pretty cool. And I'm gonna have a few questions in it, I'm sure, as we go through.
All right.
We have a little combo as we go. But this week we look excuse me, folks, allergies. This week we take a look at a woman who was convicted of murdering her husband in their home in Clearwater, Florida, and is currently serving life without parole. Yet she continues to maintain her innocence. Let's head back to the U.S. Mecca of murder and get to know the lovely ginger Rebecca Fenton.
Rebecca.
One thing I noticed about this, Jamie wrote this one, and one thing I noticed was that you had to put the word "lovely" in there next to ginger.
Well,
because you're a ginger, so
it's kind of rhetorical, right?
No, it's not at all. But the lovely ginger Rebecca Fenton. Miss Fenton was born April 27, 1967, according to her records at the Lowell Correctional Institution in Brooksville, Florida. She was born to a drug-addicted mother. Right out of the womb, Fenton was addicted to heroin and alcohol and was taken away into state custody at the age of just 2 years old.
Oof.
She was adopted into a very good family and raised by them until she was 18 years old. So already we're seeing a slight difference,
right.
Or major difference compared to a couple of the other murderesses that we've done before this one.
Yeah, no, this is there's still something traumatic at the beginning, like there always is.
Yeah. There's still something, but still, I mean, like last week we were looking at Griselda, and she was kidnapping 11-year-old kids and murdering them at the age of 11. So,
yeah, a little different. Different course here.
Fenton said she had birthday parties and there was the Tooth Fairy, and her adoptive parents always told her that they loved her. She had dreams of being either a nurse or an airline stewardess. The first 2 years of her life aside, Rebecca Fenton isn't like many other women we have covered here on Murderess. She didn't have a horrific upbringing, and she doesn't have the celebrity attached to her name. She's not as infamous as many other female killers out there, but that does not mean she isn't worthy of this fine show.
She is worthy.
And this is a fine show.
This is a fine show.
This is why I really wanted to do the show. So I really enjoyed this one here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump ahead to her 30s. Rebecca and her eventual husband, Larry, met at the gym when they both approached the same workout machine at the same time and started a conversation. Aww. Oh, man, that's romance.
What kind of machine, I wonder? I wish I
knew. No, who cares? Rebecca was smitten with Larry's demeanor and good looks. She said he was tall and handsome and looked like a younger Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood's good looking? Was?
I think somewhere women used to.
Yeah,
I think he was nice looking.
I mean, I don't see it, but
I mean, he's in Hollywood forever. I mean, he had to be somewhat good looking, right?
He's like 90 now, isn't he?
I don't know. Is he still alive?
Yeah,
he's kicking around.
As far as I know.
I see his name up as he's directing things. Is he really directing? Because does he have the arm strength to direct?
Well, the last thing I was aware that he did was The Mule, which was pretty good.
I was a little underwhelmed by The Mule. I thought it would be better.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was like 87 or 88 when he made that. So maybe he's just losing his touch a bit.
Fucking popsicle.
Can't tell an old man anything though.
Standing popsicle sticks up behind his ass. She said he was tall, looked like a younger Clint Eastwood. She also said he carried himself with a sense of class. From there, things between them became very serious, and the relationship progressed rather quickly. Within a year, the pair were married.
Oh God,
that's too fast.
They're way too fast,
especially for an older couple. You guys got to know better than this. If you're young, if they were in their teenage years, I would maybe say, okay, you guys are making a mistake.
Learn the hard way.
But you are too. But I am a methodical person with things, especially when I was with my wife for 4 years before I even proposed. So
yeah,
and we were 5 years when we got married. But I'm different.
Well, that's enough time to figure it out.
Well, yeah, you would hope so.
Well, you weren't like a groom, right? So I mean, you've been around. You become more aware of things. You learn quicker, like what you can deal with, what you can't deal with. I think it's easier to make that decision when you're a little bit older than someone who's 22 getting married.
Well, you definitely learn, and this goes for men and women. So I don't want any women out there to think I'm speaking from just a male point of view. I think as you get older, you figure out what are the cues you're looking to see for crazy or spendthrift.
Right out of the gate.
Right.
This works. This won't work.
Well, y'all don't know if you know right out of the gate. I think you know what you see, and you know, okay.
Well, relatively speaking to previous years.
Right. I need to give this a certain amount of time because, you know, a sociopath is good at tricking you. So you're going to give some time. And even you can wait 5 years as I did and still end up with a sociopath, which I did not, thank God. But in case she's listening. But you just got to be aware of what's going on. So Fenton called it true love and said their wedding was the most wonderful day of her life. They enjoyed a better than average lifestyle, thanks to Larry's well-paying job as a pharmaceutical salesman. The big bucks Larry was pulling in allowed Rebecca to have this big, beautiful home, new car, and a wardrobe full of designer clothing. He's making that kind of bread?
Yeah, all right. Let's do it, Larry.
All right. By her own admission, she was very spoiled and very pampered by a generous and devoted husband. Spas, salons, shopping sprees were a regular part of her lifestyle. Fenton was no slouch herself. She was an attractive, physically fit woman. In an interview, a neighbor named Bernard said when she was outside, the men in the neighborhood came out to get their mail.
Oh, Bernard, spilling the neighborhood dirty
Come
laundry.
on, Bernie. I think, have you ever had that neighbor that was hot enough that if you just caught a glimpse of her through the blinds for some reason, you make some excuse?
When I was like 12.
Where you going? I got to go out and get my keys. I left the car running.
I got to go sweep the driveway.
Go do something. Yeah, I think when you're younger, you do. I think when you get older, you don't have the testosterone level to care.
Yeah, maybe a while back.
You're old enough to know she's a problem. And I think women think the same thing about men.
Especially if they're good looking single. All right. What did you do?
Yeah, I don't need that issue. I don't need that. She looks expensive. Someone's paying to keep that up. Bernard would also say that rumors started to spread that this crime may have been a drug deal gone bad due to his profession in the pharmaceutical industry.
Well, but that's not really, those guys aren't the ones that carry around like samples, right?
I'm like, what kind of...
I got 500 doozies. Let me know what you think.
Was he a pharmaceutical salesman or a drug dealer? Because I don't know any pharmaceutical salesman.
Pretty sure he wasn't carrying around.
Now I think Bernie's a little less reliable
Right.
as a source.
Go back to eyeball the neighbors.
Drug deal. You got it there fucking... okay, this is stupid. This guy's dumb. The marital bliss made it all of 3 years, but on Super Bowl Sunday of 2008, who cares about 2008 or cares about that Super Bowl if I can think about that?
Yeah, I definitely don't even want to think about that Super Bowl.
Actually, I do.
I might come up with some of these stories, but then you go through and you find these tidbits and then you just zing me with them.
I do.
Son of a bitch.
You want to kind of talk about that though? Because now I'm thinking back. I'm like, hey, let's talk about it. What happened at Super Bowl?
It was a letdown from my side of it.
Yeah. The Patriots side?
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah.
That was probably the letdown of letdowns.
What you guys? What you?
We had a pretty good record going into that one. I think it was no losses.
Yeah. And then when did you lose? When did that game pop up on you? When did that bite you in the ass? When did that happen? Was it in the Super Bowl?
Might have been the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was a good day for me.
Oh yeah, the 9-7 Giants.
I was in such a good mood. I ate so many snacks. I normally watch my snack intake at Super Bowls, but
yeah, I ate a lot, but it was more like a depression eat.
It was a celebration eat for me. It was so great. I might have texted.
There was a guy because everyone was so high on that team. There was a first year Randy Moss came in. Him and Brady lit it up.
They did.
And there was a guy there who just started tattooing his head. He had a shaved head. He started tattooing his head. First, it was, undefeated season, division champs. AFC champ, and he had this big open spot on his head. He goes, "This is where the Super Bowl trophy tattoo's going."
Who was that?
It was just some random guy who made the news in Boston, and I was like, that was like the one saving grace in that loss. Was like, well, at least that motherfucker looks like an idiot.
That is a guy who has no friends.
No, he has none.
Because
I don't know how the news even found him.
Because someone has to tell you. If someone who cares, you have to have someone who cares about you. Because if not, you do shit like that. All of us out there have all been on the verge of some stupid decision. But if you had someone who gave two shits about that, hey, Bob, I don't know if you want to turn your tongue into a serpent tongue. You probably don't want to do that. It's probably not going to be a good look at the office.
I'm sure it'd be funny now to tattoo eyeballs on your eyelids, but it's really,
you're going to pay for that. Jamie, I'm telling you, it's going to be great to put those 3 sharks on your back, buddy. But one day you won't let your buddy see your back at the pool party.
No.
All right. Now I hit you close to home. Look at, folks, if you can see the look, the glare that I'm getting from over.
It's on a roll today. Sidney Smith.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. So Rebecca called the police and said she walked back into the house in the afternoon after exercising in the couple's attached garage/home gym, only to find Larry lying in a pool of blood on the floor of their home. Crying on the phone, she's telling the 911 operator that Larry was her life and pleaded for help, believing that her husband could still be alive because his eyes were still open.
Oh.
Was she an idiot?
Right.
She also claimed the house had been ransacked. An autopsy would later determine that Larry had been shot in the back, arm, and neck.
Oh.
When the cops show up, a grief-stricken Fenton immediately comes running out of the house. On the surface, it appeared to be a home invasion and robbery gone wrong, and that's how the cops were initially approaching it. TV cameras had shown up and captured a grief-stricken and devastated Rebecca Fenton. But authorities soon began to suspect something was wrong. Approximately 3 hours after the murder, Fenton was brought into the police station for questioning. She was not a suspect at this point, just routine investigation practice. The spouse is always questioned. Always. They say, I forget what the percentage is off the top, but it's a high percentage of most people who get killed by people they know.
People they know, almost all of them.
Yeah. Very seldom does someone get murdered by people they don't know.
Right.
And I think that's one of the classifications of serial killer. I think that's something we learned back in the Eileen Wuornos story.
Well, serial killer, they have to kill 3, and they have to be at 3 separate times. Like, it can't be like a mass killer is different from a serial killer.
Right, but I think it has to be 3 strangers, and these people can't be have known each other too. I think that was part of.
Yeah, I mean, if you start whacking off people you know, they're going to catch you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as how they would designate,
like a Ted Bundy type, like he just found random,
right,
random women. And
I watched that Ted Bundy documentary last year because I've just been, obviously we do this, so we're fascinated with murder. And I was just thrown back by what they always said he was good looking, and so as I was looking at him, I'm like, this dude's eyebrows almost are together.
He looks like a science teacher.
What were they? What? It's amazing what passed for good looking, I guess, back in the 70s.
So maybe he just wasn't photogenic.
Man, the amount of ass he had to be knocking down in the 70s.
Right.
He would get nothing in 2021.
No, he'd be nothing. He'd have a pension, though, if he was a teacher. Janitor. Hey, the later years will be nice.
I remember when I was younger, coming up as a teenager, and my older brothers were blue collar guys. They were partners in an auto garage at one point. They were blue collar guys, big guys, blue collar guys. You met my oldest brother at my wedding.
I met Vincent, right?
You met him, but my oldest brother was standing next to him.
I may have.
Yeah. So
that day was a blur.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Open bar.
But he would shake my hand when I was a kid and try to get me to give I'm small with a smaller hand. And he's got these big hands, hard hands. And part of it was teaching me, part of it was just to fuck with me.
Right.
But he would say, feel these hands, feel these calluses. And he'd say he and his buddies would go out in their overalls from work or whatever and pick up women. I'm like, what? He said, yeah. Women don't want to be with a guy who's this guy. They want a strong man. They want a man with strong hands. They want to see a guy who works.
Strong back.
Right. I would just laugh at him and say, you're full of shit. But as I got older, he's right. Women love some women. I don't want to make any woman feel a certain way. But overall, generally speaking, women love to know that there's some type of comfort level with whomever they're going to be with.
Right. Who doesn't want to be taken care of, right?
So end up with a guy who has a pension? Yeah. So shit, that janitor walking into a bar with 300 keys?
You're not going to struggle to pay your property tax when you're 70.
Right. Women are all over about that. Women, now what? You fast forward to 70 with property tax?
Well, I'm assuming your mortgage is paid off when you're 70. Maybe it's not, but you still got that pension coming in. You got a property tax that's due every quarter. Water bill. Got a good bingo's not free.
Bingo's not free. We went to play bingo one time when we were teenagers. That was the worst experience of my life.
My grandmother always called it Beano.
Why?
I have no idea.
Beano?
Beano.
Could she not say G's?
I don't know. Maybe, but she always went to Beano every Wednesday night.
If you made her say grandma, could she say grandma?
She was Nana.
Because she couldn't say
banana.
G's? Because she couldn't say G's.
Maybe I don't know. Well, her husband, my grandfather, we always called Grumpy. So she could say the G.
Okay. Well, because she was...
Banana, and Grumpy.
Because she was denigrating your grandfather.
Yeah, probably. Well, that's she said, why are you always so grumpy? And then my sister, who's the oldest of all the grandkids, said, picked it up and it just spread down the line to all the other grandkids.
Did your grandma ever spank you guys?
No, God, no.
Oh, my grandmother used to whoop our ass.
No. My mom got me with a wooden spatula a couple times.
Your mom did?
Yeah.
Did you had it coming though, didn't you?
Oh, I'm sure. I probably deserved more than I got.
All right. So we have Rebecca getting questioned by the cops. Again, just routine. This is just part of what they do. She's a spouse, so this is, par for the course for them. Lead Detective Carrie Spaulding said that her behavior was said to be natural and nothing was raising any suspicions. She never once asked for a lawyer either. Spaulding did mention that there were certain times during the interview where Fenton would appear to be crying and her face would get red, but there were no tears.
Oh, we got a faker. We got a faker.
Huge phony. Now, does Jack ever do that when he was growing up? Did the whole fake crying and bawling?
It was more like, I called it whining. But yeah, no, he had, you could tell when he's crying. And then there was something he just whined to get his way.
Yeah, I love the kids who would do this. I was like, where's your tears? Can't you muster up any tears with all this emotion?
You want me to feel bad? Punch yourself in the nose. I want to see some tears.
Okay, let me move on before you get arrested for CPS shows up at your house. Larry was home. She says about the day of his death. Let me backtrack here for a second. Make sure I'm up to speed here. She never once asked for a lawyer, blah, 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 blah. She says Larry was home. She says about the day of his death. So that's what Rebecca says. He was watching Tiger Woods on TV and then was going to take a nap and watch the Super Bowl later that evening.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
That's
a Chris Rock reference, man. Come on, we were just talking about him.
I know. And we also talked about how you are terrible every time you try to say something that black people say. So for future reference, you sound terrible when you quote black people.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. You sound terrible. Look, folks, go to murderesspodcast.com and let Jamie know he sounds terrible. Leave us a message. Jamie, you sound terrible when you quote black music and black people.
5 stars.
You just whisper 5 stars.
Say whatever you want about me. 5 stars.
So he was watching Tiger Woods on TV. No, okay.
No. You shut me down.
Good. You know why I'm doing this to you? Because remember how you treated me when we did Griselda Blanco.
That's all coming around.
Yeah, you thought it was so funny.
Tiger Woods only like a quarter yours though, isn't he?
No, he's not.
He's like a quarter mine.
He's not a quarter of yours either. He's a quarter of yours. Tiger Woods is in the hospital right now recovering. God bless. My heart almost dropped when that happened.
Yeah, that was serious. We joke, but we don't really actually want anything bad to happen to people.
No, not at all. But then that really, 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 my heart dropped when I heard that he was in that car accident. But yeah, quarter yours, nothing. He was watching Tiger Woods on TV and then was going to take a nap and watch the Super Bowl later that evening. When I was looking this over, I was wondering why a man who is successful has no friends around to watch Tiger Woods and watch the Super Bowl. Because Rebecca says, I went in, I checked on him to see if he needed anything. And he said he would order a pizza later that evening. And I went back out to the gym. You have no friend. Who watches the Super Bowl by themselves?
If the Patriots go back to it, I could watch it by myself because everyone's a hater now. So I could watch it by myself. But he's probably not a Patriot fan either.
Yeah, but you're a big crybaby about it. Because,
I am a total crybaby.
And then you're the worst person if they win because it's not you who chooses to watch it.
I'm a terrible winner.
Right. It's not you who chooses to watch it alone. No one wants to be around you.
On the fear that my team might win.
The first thing you do is start blasting Facebook posts if they win. All right, let me go ahead and scroll through the news feed. I know Jamie's on here being an asshole about his team winning.
Read the comments.
Yes, jeez. Trolling people. So he's watching Tiger Woods. He's going to watch the Super Bowl by himself. Again, to me, odd. She checks on him. He said he's going to make a pizza and he's just going to chill. Rebecca also said the last thing that my husband said to me was, I love you. I had my music blaring. Of course you did. Got to keep that blaring music as I was working out. I walked into my house at approximately 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I found my husband in a pool of blood.
So we felt about the same after that Super Bowl. me and Larry.
Oh, wow. That's terrible.
I'm right there with you, bud.
I had never seen so much blood in my life, she says. According to the local newspaper, the Tampa Tribune, Rebecca told investigators that she heard a bang that sounded like something falling off the roof while she was working out. But rather than investigating, she shrugged it off and used to exercise. Two neighbors across
Could
the
be
road.
a person falling off the roof.
Two neighbors across the road described the noise as gunfire. So what it was gunfire, you said sounds like someone falling off the roof.
They don't sound the same. There's no way.
No way. And even if it was, you don't go, who doesn't go check if it sounds like someone's fell off your roof?
Well, he got shot, 3 times, right? He had 3 bullet holes in him. I'm pretty sure falling off a roof doesn't go bang, bang, bang.
Did he hit a tree? Oh, no.
Long fall down. Caught the gutter.
Was it like Goofy?
And the shutter.
We're
okay.
horrible. This it's this is just a stupid story that she would try to pull off. All right. So, but rather investigating, she shrugged it off and continued to exercise. Authorities began to question Rebecca's story, you think? From the moment she voluntarily arrived at the police station to answer questions about what had happened that day. Detectives questioned the truthfulness of her grief. Why'd she run out of the house after finding Larry if she thought there was a chance he was alive? And why she went upstairs in the home if she was so worried that an intruder had ransacked the place and shot her husband? Very good question.
Yeah, right. You don't go run around. You get out.
It's my thing with not just this story, but anytime someone has murdered a spouse or someone and they come up with these stories of burglary, or you never really plan it all out in your head, or maybe you do plan out your every step, but when you start, everything gets really hectic.
Yeah, it's panicky.
Right, and your mind scrambles, even though you think you've planned this entire thing out to the T.
You have to be a complete psychopath to be able to just carry through and then just fall through the motions afterwards.
Yeah.
Not be concerned.
Absolutely. So they already began to question it, even though she had showed up there on her own. After digging into the couple's finances, it was discovered an airtight prenup would have protected Larry's assets should the couple divorce. She would have received $24,000 a year for 2 years, but if Larry died, Rebecca was in line for more than $1 million.
Oh, follow the money.
So see, here's the thing with prenups: they're not airtight if the person can get more money if you're dead.
Right.
that's not.
You're dead. It all goes to the local Salvation Army.
Absolutely. So that way, just divorce me. You're happy with that $24K.
You won't be putting poison in my food. You'll be putting vitamins.
My bad. You'll be happy because $24K over 2 years doesn't look that bad if all the money's going to the Salvation Army if I die. Right. So just stupid. That's not airtight, is all I'm trying to say. Things started to look worse for Rebecca when the murder weapon, along with some pieces of jewelry that belonged to her late husband, were found wrapped in plastic bags under the passenger seat.
Oh, no.
Of Rebecca's car.
Oh, no, Rebecca.
Which was parked in the driveway.
Oh, God.
See, that's the other thing. You're greedy. You could have just taken that shit and thrown it away.
Get rid of it.
Or at minimum, maybe planned it. This almost feels like you just planned this. I'm going to do this right now.
You did not hide it well. Like the car's not going to be searched.
Right. I'm just going to tuck this under. That's what crackheads do, drug dealers do when they get pulled over by the cops on the street.
Right. That's the first place they look. Get out of the car, under the seat.
You have the option to really plan this out. Bear this off somewhere else. I don't know. But this was just a dumbass idea. And so, Jamie, what kind of car do you think she had?
This is another one of your little tidbits you like to get me. I'm thinking German, like BMW, Mercedes.
He is a pharmaceutical salesman / maybe drug dealer, according to the neighbors. So, What are you thinking? BMW?
I'm thinking German. I'm going to go with Mercedes.
Mercedes? Hyundai.
A Hyundai?
Hyundai.
He didn't love her. It's all a farce.
Dude, this is probably
maybe he had it coming.
This is probably why she killed him.
You're right.
She was forced to drive to the spa in a Hyundai. All her girlfriends are driving Beamers and Cadillacs.
Is it Hyundai? Am I saying it wrong?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Neither of us up to speed on our Korean.
I think only people who drive them know how to say it. But can you imagine driving up to the spa and all your girlfriends are there pulling up and you're driving it?
My man makes money. Does he though? Does he?
You go to pick up a check. They won't let you pick up a check. We know you're having trouble. No. We'll get this. Don't worry about it.
It's under warranty.
100,000 miles.
I remember they were the first ones to come out because Korean cars used to be they're better cars now, but they used to be so bad.
Terrible.
When they came out, they had that 70, 100,000 mile warranty. That was the only peace of mind they could give you because the car was going to break down.
All jokes aside, though, Hyundais are not too bad now. They've made some real improvements.
They've come a long way. Those and Kias, the Korean cars. Kia. But the Daewoo fell off. Remember the Daewoo?
I do, because it was called Daewoo.
That one fell off. That didn't make the cut.
Friend of mine, or friend of ours, I'm not sure how well you know him, comedian out of Vegas, Big Irish J. He was just in town. I went to check him out, hang out for a bit. He just bought a new Kia SUV.
Oh, yeah?
That thing was nice.
He's a Boston guy.
He is a Boston.
I don't really know him. I know he's a Boston guy.
That thing is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, leathered interior, the black wheels on it. It was really, really nice. Almost made me want to go out and buy one.
Is it a Santa Fe? Is that what the SUV is? I don't even know what their SUV is.
No, Santa Fe's are Hyundais.
Oh, you said a Kia.
A Kia, the new Kia's SUVs. Looks like a more like
Kias look good.
Explorer.
I like the way Kias look.
Yeah, they're not bad. But we digress, people. Detectives discovered the gun was owned by Larry and Rebecca. So the gun also was. So just to make sure people are with us, gun and jewelry under car seat of car.
Oh boy!
And the gun was owned by Larry and Rebecca, and it was kept in the couple's bedroom. Come to find out, when asked how that firearm got in her car, Rebecca said she had no idea how it got there.
Oh no!
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Larry put it there. The gun cylinder had 5 spent casings and 1 empty chamber, according to the Tapper Tribune. Investigators matched the bullets that killed Larry to those fired from his own gun.
Let me make this easy on you.
So they came in. Is that what you're telling us, Rebecca? They came in, they shot and killed him, and on the way out, they put the gun in the car.
Here's the gun. We're going to take these bullets from your house with this gun. Do the deed.
Oh, my goodness.
Just set you up, Rebecca.
Rebecca, this is why you're not infamous. This is nonsense you're doing.
You can do better.
Next, a box of bullets discovered in the couple's bedroom had 5 bullets missing from the box.
Mm-hmm.
So you left the box of bullets. I almost wish you had at least put the box of bullets in with the gun. At least.
Right, exactly.
At least. Just try. That's all I'm asking.
Because now they were in 2 different places. No, the bullets and the gun are in 2 different places. Come on, Rebecca.
The thing that comes to mind for me is the Cosby Show when Theo comes home with a paper and he's afraid to show Heathcliff Huxtable, his dad. And he's like, well, why are you not showing me this? He's because, I'm a little embarrassed. It's a C. He said, you try? He said, I try really hard. He said, I'll take a hard C over an easy A any day of the week. And Rebecca, all I'm asking you for was a hard C.
A hard C, that's it.
You couldn't even give me a hard C. You gave me an easy F is what you're giving me here.
I'll take average.
Still, with all the evidence starting to build up against her, Rebecca Fenton remained a free person.
What?
The state attorney was not going to move forward with the case without a witness or a confession. What do you need? What do you need?
Oh, I mean, they want to. I don't even know if that counts as circumstantial. That's pretty cut and dry.
Oh my gosh, Judge Judy, where are you?
You can at least hold him till trial.
Judge Judy would give her the death penalty based off
there.
this information. I can't stand Judge Judy. That woman makes like $30-something million a year.
She's
a grind. I can't stand that woman. Rumors began to swirl that Rebecca had begun seeing another man named David Chase. After meeting him in an AA support group, Rebecca didn't have to work and with time in her hands had developed a drinking problem. That's something that gets her help.
Not sure why we're laughing about this.
Because the way she had extra time in her hands, nothing else to do but drink.
Hey, let's get our drink on.
Nothing else. There's plenty of people with extra time in their hands. They go join a charity. They go to church.
It's like a 11 a.m. martini. What's better?
Might have a kid or something. There's plenty of things you can do.
Nah.
Rebecca didn't have to work, and with time in her hands, she developed a drinking problem. Oh, it makes me laugh because it's almost like, this is exactly what would happen. That's why you don't want to keep a person without any time in their hands.
You need to do something.
So she decided to get some help. This also muddied the waters with detectives suspecting there could be romantic involvement between the two. Actually, I think I skipped something here. No, I did not. I did skip something. Did I skip this? Rumors began to swirl. Rebecca began seeing another man named David Chase. Yeah, I did skip something here. I'm sorry, folks. Yeah, so she was in AA. So, okay, that was before. So she did end up joining AA, meeting a gentleman named David Chase. So this also muddied the waters with detectives expecting there would be a romantic involvement between the two. But we'll get to that. The house that Larry and Rebecca had together later caught fire twice in less than 30 hours.
Nothing suspicious.
Which was seen by many as an attempt to claim insurance money since Fenton was going to lose the house to foreclosure. It was determined to be arson. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Stevie Wonder could have.
We got that part.
At the time, Rebecca told her local ABC Action News she had an 80-year-old veteran boarder living at the home. whom she rescued from the property. She didn't kill him. She rescued him.
She rescued him?
Yes. By picking him up and taking him outside.
Did she get him all the shots and stuff?
Thank God for that home gym. It's just a house and we're okay, she said. Just say goodbye and it's the end of a chapter.
Oh, that's a pretty big chapter.
Huge. Rebecca Fenton was questioned about the fire, but ultimately cleared and let go. Of course, because you guys need actual witness.
Yeah, we don't even care about the fire. We're still looking on those murder charges.
People are worse. Although police had begun to build evidence against Rebecca, what they had wasn't enough for the state to prosecute.
What? How was it not?
That's what I'm saying.
She had a weapon in her car.
Are you just catching up with me? This is what I'm saying. They ideally needed a confession or a witness statement to take things further. The breakthrough in the case came when cold case detective Mike Hasty was assigned to look over the evidence and began to piece together what he believed to be inconsistencies in Rebecca's story.
So a guy doing old cold cases is named Hasty. It's a little nuance.
I know. I didn't pick up on that. I was going to let that go by. I didn't see that. I'm glad you know.
Those are the things. That's what I'm here for. That's those things.
Oh man, this is so good. This and for you to sing rap music terrible.
Yes.
Big baby. See, that was not
another one.
What, are you Dave now?
I don't know. What's his most famous line, Biggie, right?
I know, but Dave does that in his set all the time.
Our friend Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has that Biggie joke he does.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of public domain, isn't it, Biggie?
It is. I'm just saying.
I am not reciting his jokes.
All right. Just plagiarist. All right. Looking at crime scene photos, he saw that blood. So Mike Hasty, the detective, looks at some crime scene photos. And in those, he sees that the blood around Larry's body was undisturbed, despite Rebecca claiming she checked Larry for a pulse twice. If that was the case, then the blood should have been on her, or at the very least on her shoes. But it wasn't.
Nothing, huh?
Nada. Detective Hasty also suspected the ransacking of Rebecca and Larry's home had been staged, since drawers were pulled open and things knocked over, yet no belongings were missing, except for the stuff, she took out and put in the seat of the car. The biggest breakthrough was the emergence of a witness. Alfred Nolan, a former boyfriend of Rebecca, who claimed that during the dispute, she'd once held a knife to his throat and said, she killed him like I killed Larry.
What? I don't know about Nolan. I mean, that's not to defend Rebecca, but this guy, Nolan.
Now, Mr. Nolan was no saint, you don't say. He told his story to authorities while he was locked up.
Oh, of course.
He had felonies on his record, so he was not the ideal witness. Detective Hasty verified Nolan's remarks with Nolan's nephew and his nephew's girlfriend, who both claimed Nolan had told them the story.
Oh, I mean, why would family lie?
Oh, my God. The defense claimed this story was made up by Nolan, who was just trying to get out of jail. Still, this turned out to be the evidence that was needed to make an arrest. This is completely asinine.
This is insane.
You couldn't arrest her for what you already had, but because some guy who's in jail tells you a story and then his dirtbag nephew and his nephew's girlfriend says it's true.
I realize we have the murder weapon essentially in your possession, but if we could just get a completely unreliable felon to corroborate any of this,
that would be the cherry on this Sunday. This would make it. Detectives asked Fenton to come down to the station to answer some more questions, and that is when they read Rebecca Fenton her rights and placed her under arrest. Additionally, people, you're going to love this. You are going to love this. This is why you don't commit crimes like this, all right? Because there are just always new fascinating ways. Additionally, a new technology for assessing guilt or innocence during 911 calls had become available, allowing Detective Hasty to listen again to the language Rebecca used in her call, which he believed pointed to guilt. Supposedly, an innocent person will look to get as much information as possible to the 911 operator, whereas a guilty person will try to convince the operator of what they want in terms of creating a foundation for their story.
Oh, look at that. I wouldn't even have known.
Yeah,
Way to go, Hasty.
Yeah, because that doesn't make any sense. So you can tell by what a person says on a 911 call, it points you to guilt or innocence?
Apparently, I think he knows a little bit about this and that they might have done their research.
I can tell that you don't believe that when you close your eyes and you start slightly shaking your head from left to right.
Maybe I'm just pulling for Hasty.
Why are you pulling for Hasty?
I don't know. I like him.
Well, dude, this is such crap that this woman was convicted on these things. And I'm not saying that she should not have been convicted. I do wholeheartedly believe she killed this man. But between this and if they had just said, We found the gun. We found the bullets. Don't give me that crap about him falling off the roof and hitting 2 trees on the way down.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
That'd have been it. But this is nonsense. So, according to them, all of this evidence was presented at trial. And I said according to them because they called it evidence. All of this evidence was presented at trial. Also at the trial, they called a witness. And that witness was who? Karen.
Karen?
The mom.
The mom.
The biological.
Mom's name's Karen?
Yeah, of course it is.
Is that real? Is this? Did you make that up?
No, it's her name. Karen.
Okay.
Why would I? That's racist.
Yeah.
You think the black guy made up a white woman's name, Karen?
Well, I mean, no, I think anyone would make up a white woman's name to be Karen. I would make up a white woman's name to be Karen.
This is the last episode we do together, buddy. No more Pop-Tarts for you. So
what?
This is, I say no more podcasts.
I mean, I already get scolded because I put a Pop-Tart on a counter without a paper towel.
First of all, you weren't scolded. You were a grown man.
Scolded.
You were reminded that you were a grown man is what happened. You were not scolded.
And then deterred away from the banana bread.
I said, I'm going to take, no. You know
I don't even know how I'm in the right mindset for this.
The people need to know the truth. All right. The truth is, and they heard part of it, was that you scolded me, since that's the word you want to use, because you came back and the Pop-Tart you left in there was not, or the Pop-Tart I left for you was not in a Ziploc bag.
It was stale.
Right. Which you ate it. So let the record show.
It wasn't that stale, but it was
stale
enough.
And so I find it odd that you care about how this Pop-Tart is kept, but you just take the Pop-Tart and you just lay it on my counter like this, like it's no big deal.
Oh, it's not like I'm going to break your counter with a Pop-Tart.
No, you're just going to leave crumbs all over.
I get the crumbs.
And then would you call my house a museum?
A museum. You can't even leave a crumb.
I'm tell you what, it's a museum. The house I grew up in was a museum. This is an amusement park compared to that. All right. Once it went into the hands of the jury, it took them only 2 hours to find Rebecca Fenton guilty of murder. And she was sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole. This is all happening 6 years after the death of Fenton's husband, Larry.
6 years.
Took him 6 years.
She skated for 6 years.
Complete garbage. That it took that long, but also that they hit her, that they ended up convicting her with this nonsense. Rebecca has always insisted she was innocent of murdering Larry and had nothing to gain from his death. Despite a financial motive being suggested for Larry's death, Rebecca claims she would have enjoyed a better lifestyle with Larry alive. She's also constantly repeated the claim they were blissfully happy and in love. Fenton would also go on to say we had no cause for divorce. They were not able to prove we were unhappy. We were nothing but blissful and very much in love. We had no cause for divorce or even spoke of it.
Despite the Hyundai.
Is that you said that's enough for murder?
I'm not going to let that go.
That's enough for murder?
Yeah, well, Larry, come on. Could have done better.
Pull it together, buddy. You're a pharmaceutical salesman with $1 million. This man would have taken care of me in a very high-class lifestyle for the rest of my life as long as he remained alive. And I'm laughing because I know what you're getting ready to say after I've said very high-class lifestyle.
Well, semi-class. Did not extend to the driveway.
Mid-level vehicle class.
It's a nice rental. Okay, it's a nice rental.
Rebecca had an answer for every question about evidence that was thrown at her during the interview, explaining each and every suspicion raised by detectives, claiming, for example, she loved Larry. She had no financial motive to kill Larry. I wish she would stop saying that because that's not true. There was no gun residue found on her skin or clothing.
Well, that's interesting.
She had no gun residue on her. There was no DNA evidence. Let me pause here for a second and go back to the gun residue on her skin and clothing. I would almost say that would be a good thing, except for they found their gun and bullets in your car.
She wore gloves.
Oh, my goodness. Footprints and fingerprints found at the scene were never identified by detectives. She did not burn her house down for insurance money. She was just friends with the other man, David.
No, sure.
She can't remember what she said in her 911 call as she was so worried about Larry. Additionally, her lawyer points out that Rebecca has 6 years to flee the state or country if she was guilty, but she stayed put, which is not the work of a guilty party.
She couldn't afford to run.
No, well, you're right about that because the house, as we read earlier, was going into foreclosure, which is why they say she tried to burn it down.
She was broke.
The adopted mother was asked if she would do an interview. However, she declined. But you know who didn't decline?
Karen.
That's right. Rebecca Fenton's biological mother. Karen. It is Karen Kendall. Karen had come back into her daughter's life. So for people out there, because I was a little concerned about where the hell does Karen come from? So we wanted to make sure we let you guys know, because you may be wondering, where the hell did Karen come from? So Karen comes back into her daughter's life, and in a couple of years prior to the murder. So a couple of years prior to Larry being killed, Karen shows up. I wonder if it was Karen that did it.
Oh.
But when she shows up, she became close with Rebecca. Karen acknowledges that she was not a good person or mother at the time. In an interview, she was asked about the events that led to her daughter being taken away. And her first words were, it was the 60s.
It was the 60s. That's what happened. You did drugs and lost your kids.
I will say it was the 60s. I was high. I was high.
It was really, really high.
Karen didn't even have a problem with her kid being taken away, stating it was the best thing for Rebecca. Karen eventually cleaned herself up and tracked down Rebecca to let her know that her biological father had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. This can be genetic, so Karen wanted to make sure Rebecca was aware of this.
So can alcoholism and drug abuse.
Karen goes on to say that while in AA, her daughter had eyes for another man that was attending the meetings.
Mama's spilling the beans on this, huh?
Yeah, long gray-haired biker type named David Chase. Karen was like, what the hell is wrong with you? So this shows that there obviously was no real maternal instinct ever in this woman.
No, well, mom's a snitch on her own daughter.
The fact that you would even say any of this.
Right.
And so Karen was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Rebecca told her mom, I don't know. I don't know why I would pick a pauper when I have a prince. Rebecca and David shared hundreds of emails and texts, and David was even nice enough to attend the funeral.
Oh, well, that was really nice, Dave.
What a sweetheart.
Right? Just support.
Banging the guy's wife, and then you show up to his funeral. The least you can do, the nice thing you can do is not show up to the funeral.
Since we're both here, let's have a meeting.
Let's go out back. Let's talk
No,
about
it's
this.
an AA. We'll have an AA meeting right here.
When asked if she thought her daughter was guilty, she said she didn't think so at first, but now was convinced that her daughter did it.
What are they paying you, Karen? What are they paying you?
The worst thing you did there, Rebecca, was let this woman back into your life.
You know, Rebecca was born an addict due to being,
yeah.
When mom was pregnant, doing all those drugs. The least you could do is not snitch.
It's, the least.
It's not asking a lot.
Because it's not the 60s anymore.
It isn't.
So when asking an interview about David and 160 calls made between him and her biological daughter, she said they started talking after Larry's death as he was a shoulder to cry on and that there was nothing sexual going on. According to Rebecca, she was leaning on David so much that David began to pull away.
When David saw you going down for a crime, that's when he pulled away.
I'm out of here. Bye, bitch. But the interviewer was a sneaky shit. He had already interviewed Rebecca's mom, so he knew what was said by Karen. In a jailhouse interview, Fenton said, I was very much in love with my husband. I had a lifestyle that was very grand. It would not have, no one says very grand.
Grand, no.
Unless you're talking about biscuits.
You actually went to like thesaurus.com.
Yeah, no one says
What word can I use?
My lifestyle that was very grand. No one speaks like that. It would not have done me any good to hurt him, insists Rebecca. I would not have gained anything monetarily. I would have gained more having him alive. I am not spiritually capable of hurting anyone. I am not a murderer. No, you're not. You're a murderess.
Right?
Podcast.
That's how you're on this show.
Murderous podcast. Murderous podcast. Murderous podcast. I'm in your brain.
Subliminal. Not.
I am not a murderer. I did not do this. During the interview, we get to see the reaction from Rebecca when she hears for the first time that her mom thought she was guilty. She didn't take it well. To this day, Rebecca Fenton continues to fight the conviction and has planned to appeal the verdict and life sentence. The Fenton house has since been torn down and is now just an empty lot. What do you think about this story?
I think Bernard walks out to get his mail and he just looks at a plain old lot.
You think he wipes his brow, thinks of the good old days?
I remember when that ginger was out there.
What if Bernard knows he's going to hell for coveting thy neighbor's wife?
She's getting my mail.
Hey guys, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. Again, please be sure to go to Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. Also be sure to check out our Patreon to get that bonus content.
And your name out on the show.
What?
And we're going to say their name on the show. Remember, I agreed to that?
No, you did not. It depends on look, don't listen to him.
I absolutely agreed to it.
So be sure to check out our Patreon to get our bonus content and other rewards.
He can't shut my mic off.
Depending on the tier. Yes, I can actually. Depending on the tier that you choose. I've been Sidney Smith. This has been my co-host,
Jamie Kamaya.
And from Sidney Smith Creative, this has been Murderous Podcast. If you like our show, be sure to tell your friends and family. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you may be listening right now. subscribe. Remember, you can also support the show by joining our fan club by going to patreon.com/murderess podcast. About the story you've just heard, it was sourced from Killer Women, mirror.co.uk. Remember, folks, be aware of your surroundings, and we'll see you next week.
Later.